Hey gut feelers, today we're going to talk about why diet and supplement sucks. Here's why you can't heal. Now supplements can be helpful, absolutely, but they are not the ones that are making the big shift for you. So if you're struggling from a chronic illness, what I want you to get out of this video is that stop looking for the final cure, the best supplement, the one thing that's going to tip you over the edge and that makes you going to be like happy, healthy forever. This doesn't work. It doesn't exist, no matter if you get the best zinc supplement or the best vitamin B12 or whatever you are deficient in. This is not enough, guys, because this is what I've seen with clients over and over again. They come to me and they say like, what's the best diet, Peggy? Tell me which supplement I should take, and what should I do? How do I get out of this? Now, don't get me wrong, it matters what you eat, absolutely, and it also matters how you take care of your physical body, how you do exercise and diet and fresh air and hot baths and cold showers. All of that, yes, those things have an impact. But, this is not enough to heal. Just working on that level is not enough to heal for you. If you suffer from a chronic illness, we are not talking about catching the flu and then you need to rest for some days and drink some zinc supplement, drink some liquid zinc and get some ginger in and raw honey and stuff like that. That's awesome. We're talking about if you are suffering for a long time, maybe your symptoms are starting to build up, you get more anxious, you get more digestive issues, more brain fog, lower energy. You know what I'm talking about, right? I wanted to share with you a little story before I dive into an exercise that I like. And then in the end, if you're wondering what this is, we're going to talk about that in the end of this video as a bonus tip. So guys, here's the little story from my friend Rob, who is an entrepreneur, fellow entrepreneur in Panama City. And he contracts big companies like Philips, for example, and has like a super intense like day-to-day job. We were hanging out at his pool, like super nice pool in the afternoon. It was very nice, chilling. And then he was like getting like a little bit silent, and he talked about his health issues with me, that since a few months, he is suffering from more like constipation, just like all of that what I named, like constipation, brain fog, he mentioned, lower energy, and just not really feeling so like passionate that he felt before when he was starting the business. One of the things that he noticed was that he couldn't, with all those business meetings, business lunch, and there's always the glass of wine or the beer in the afternoon or in the evening, and he couldn't deal with the alcohol anymore. So right now with those business lunch, you always have to drink like water or a juice or whatever. But then, and here's the thing, here's where the story gets really interesting. Then he said like, yeah, but sometimes on the weekend, or when he gets like 4 days off, he's driving to Playa Venao, which is a surfers beach. It's a very nice spot in Panama, a little bit away from Panama City. And when he gets there, he gets on his surfboard. He doesn't think the whole day. He has like energy up. He doesn't have any brain fog. He can't drink alcohol. He drinks like alcohol every evening and wakes up in the morning. I'm not saying this because you should drink alcohol in your holidays. Not at all. So what I want you to get out of this story is that what you put into your body has an effect, definitely. If you eat more raw food, you have more energy. If you drink less alcohol, you have more energy. But this is not, like, there's something that is even more powerful than, like, the physical matter that you put into your, I'm putting my hair in my mouth, that you put into your mouth. I don't have anything to eat to demonstrate. So this story, what it illustrates for me is that taking care of your well-being, of your joy, of like taking time to enjoy things, and especially like taking time to follow your own pace. This is something that I personally learned for myself like the hard way. I studied medicine, and on university I was pushing so hard and my energy just went down. More health struggles, more allergies and all of that. And we're not really nobody teaches us, that you need to understand that you are unique and you have your own pace, and it's part of your responsibility, it's part of your healing process to first of all discover what is that pace, that needs some trying out. A little bit more speed, a little bit less speed, how do I feel now? We are not just, don't worry, sometimes I think like people think like, oh, I just want to lie on the couch the whole day. maybe for a few days or maybe for a few weeks, depending on how exhausted you are. But then the spark comes back. It's not going to be like you're going to be couch potato forever just because right now you feel overworked. Don't worry, you will find your own pace. So what this story illustrates for me is like, first, how toxic stress is for your body. Then, this guy, my friend Rob, he was smiling the whole day on the surfboard. He was just really happy. And joy, guys, joy has a physical, a biochemical impact on your body. It's not just, we are feeling happy. No, your immune system boosts. You're able to absorb nutrients better. Your digestion relaxes. Joy has a lot to do with the parasympathicus as well. Often the sympathicus, which is a nervous system, is so agitated and so much into fight and flight mode all the time that you can't absorb all the good supplements, the most expensive ones that you get, all the good organic kale or whatever you eat. But then if you shift into more joy, your body starts producing serotonin, neurotransmitters get released, inflammation goes down, immune system goes up, viruses die. So understanding that all those non-physical things can be even more powerful than anything you do on a physical level. Okay? And you can't balance them. You can't keep on going at a pace, for example, that is not your real pace, that is just pushing and being aggressive against yourself, and I'm not good enough, etc., high stress levels, and then just take the good zinc supplement that Peggy recommended in one of her videos, and vitamin C, and then I'm going to be fine. No, guys, I would be rather you don't click on any affiliate links in my description, and rather take on the journey of creating more joy in your life. And this is exactly what I wanted to bring to you before we go into the why does Peggy have this hair story. And that's just a little exercise where I want to challenge you. One thing before we go into this, summary, if you suffer from a chronic illness, this is a message from your body. And that doesn't mean that your body wants to punish you. It doesn't mean that you just need to fight it. You have to fight harder and harder and harder. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. If you are ill, it's not because you're not eating not the right foods, or you are lacking this one mineral like B12 or zinc or whatever it is. That might be true as well. But there's something that is even more impactful, and that is part of the what I said is the non-physical part. Not the energy I put in your body, but all this what I mentioned before: joy, purpose, belonging, connection, following your own pace, relaxation, things like that. So I have a challenge for you right now, and I want you to experiment with this. This challenge is so simple, so you can do it, I'm sure, even if you can't move, or you're in a wheelchair, or you're homebound because you don't have any energy or have a chronic illness, you can do this. So all you need is to get a sheet of paper and a pen and write one sentence. What brings me joy today? What makes me happy? What brings me joy? What makes me happy? This is all. Just write that sentence, and for the next 7 days, do this exercise for 5 minutes. You can put a timer in your phone so you don't waste any more time. Do it in the morning, that's better for setting the tone of the day. And just brainstorm. Whatever comes up. Now guys, here's some of my stuff that I did. What brings me joy? So I'm actually doing the exercises I'm recommending to you. So fire, riding horses, holding groups, meeting people through synchronicity, flowing with life, girls' night, hanging out with my close female friends and sharing and having fun, etc. This stuff, the simple day-to-day stuff. I've been using this simple exercise as part of my one-on-one work with clients, and I tell you, I have got clients who come with such a long list of supplements, and then what we do, usually because I'm not a supplement fan, we're going to do We're just going to take the ones that we know work, going to continue those. But it's not about the supplements. It's not about the perfect celery juice every morning, which is awesome. Guys, this channel is all about food as well, food healing, but it's not enough. Okay? So do this exercise, guys. 7 days. Let me know in the comments below if you're up for the challenge. I want to know, and then I want to know the first thing that is on your list for when you started. So what brings you joy? What makes you happy? As a summary, I made this video not because I think diet is not important, and not that I think that supplements cannot help your healing journey, not at all. Why I did this video is because I want to balance this trend of the perfect diet, the perfect supplement, just take the superfood, because it's not about that. And it doesn't help you to heal finally, like in a big way. But this stuff does. Okay guys, comment now below. Let me know if you're up for the challenge. I want to have the date and that you're up for it. And then the first thing that comes to your mind, like what brings you joy. Just one thing. Alright, now I've promised the bonus content. The good thing is, with the lighting, you can't even see how bad it is. You know, you can't even see how bad it is. So this officially is natural color. Actually, in that light, it looks like natural color, but it's not. It looks pink or magenta. I heard different ways. It's horrible. So basically, what did she do, the health consultant? So the thing was, there's very hard to find in Bukete, which you see downtown there. This is the 5 houses down there is downtown. Finding a red hair color in Bukete is very hard. Apparently that's not very trendy. And I was looking into Amazon, but then shipping that to Panama takes forever. And I've got I need the new hair color thing. So I've tried. The only thing that I found was one package which said natural color. You know, I should have known better. And the woman, of course, on the picture looked amazing. It was like a dark, like glooming red, and looked really beautiful. I wanted like, you know, dark henna, mahogany red. And then I put it on and I washed it off, and everything in the sink was pink. So this is what I got here now. It was an experiment. Don't believe anything that says natural color. When I first put it on yesterday, I didn't want to leave the house. I wanted to, you know, like do like this and hide. But yeah, that's me now. I'm a fire hydrant. Yay! Comment down below what brings you joy, what makes you happy, and if you're up for the 7-day challenge to focus on this topic every morning for 5 minutes.